Pre-calculus L10 determinant of a matrix, and this is not going to be hard at all. It's going to be a pretty fast video. So on a determinant, you can only find a determinant if you have a square matrix. So a 2 by 2 or a 3 by 3, and I mean a 4 by 4 would have a determinant, but don't ask me how to do it because I've never tried it. So just 2 by 2s and 3 by 3s. And so this is fairly easy. And so think about it as the United States. And we're always going to start at Washington State and go to Florida. And we're going to multiply those two numbers together. And then we're going to start at California and go to Maine. But because we're going to go to Maine, we're going to get colder. So we're going to put a minus sign there. So, oh, that's a D there. This is a D. That is a D. And then B times C or C times B. Okay, so basically A times D minus B times C or C times B. And you're just getting one answer. It's not going to be in matrix form. So 0 times 0 minus 2 times 5. 0 minus 10 equals negative 10. That's your answer. That's it. 3 times 6 minus 0 times 0 equals 18 minus 0, which is 18. A couple more of the 2 by 2s. So that's going to be negative 12. Then we're going to subtract. And on that one, we get negative 24. But if we subtract a negative 24, we're actually going to add it. So it's 24 minus 12, which is 12. 6 times negative 7 is negative 42. We always subtract. 1 times 9 is 9. Negative 51, but you can't read that. Negative 51. Okay, so a 2 by 2 determinant is super duper easy. Now on a 3 by 3, it's going to take a little bit more time and a little bit more organization, a little bit more writing. And yes, you're going to have to write on a 3 by 3. Okay, I've been doing these for over 30 years and I still have to write it out. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the first 2 rows and rewrite them in order behind the original matrix. Okay, so I just rewrote the first 2 columns behind the matrix. And then what we're going to do, find a different color. We are going to go diagonal. We're going to go Maine to Florida. I'm sorry, Washington to Florida 3 times. Okay, and we are going to multiply the elements in each diagonal. So 5 times 0 times 0 is 0. Negative 9 times 2 times 0 is 0. And we're going to add all of the orange ones up after we get finished multiplying. 0 times 10 times negative 9 is 0. Then we're going to switch directions. We're going to get colder. So we're going to go from California to Maine. So now we're going to do those 3 diagonals. So 0 times 0 times 0 is 0. Negative 5 times 2 times, negative 9 times 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is 10 times negative 9 is negative 90. And 0 times negative 90 is 0. So that's a 0. That has a negative. This is negative 90, but with the negative in front of it makes it a positive 90. And that's it. That's all. Rewrite the first 2 columns to the back of the matrix. Probably going to have to get a calculator on this one. So we are going to all 3 diagonals, getting warm. So 6 times 8 times 4 plus 9 times 7 times 7. Can't read my writing. plus 8 times 6 times 6. I'm not even going to try that. I'm going to get a calculator and do it. So 6 times 8 times 4 is 192. 49 times 9 is 441. 36 times 8, 288. And we're going to add those up. 921. Then we're going to go this way. So 7 times 8 times 8 plus 6 times 7 times 6 plus 4 times 6 times 9. Those two diagonals. So 64 times 7, 448. 36 times 7, 252. 24 times 9, 216. I'm going to add those up. 916. But now we have to subtract them, and that is going to be 5. All of those huge numbers for 5. That's how you find determinants of a 2 by 2 and a 4 by 4.